Giggle.
Hey everybody, welcome to Bomb Squad. I'm Dan Stacy, and you are about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and exploding dice to tell a good story. We have a lot of bonus content this night as we figure things out. No, you're great. So become a part of the ever-growing force to get access to that bonus content. We will be in the midst of April Arcanum when this comes out, which is the low fantasy theme for this month, as we do a collaboration with Inn of Planar Crossroads, delving into some RPG themes for each month. So we're doing Around the Hearth on Adam's channel, where we talk and creatively discuss it, and then we live stream 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern.
All of them.
All of them. All the 9 p.m. No, that'd be too much work. Woo! We live stream Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be doing a Forest Forge where we build a one-shot in Foundry based on the stuff we discussed in Around the Hearth, and then at the end of the month we play it live, and it will also be available for you to try out in the Forge on Foundry. So yeah, I'm very excited. The mech one's going great right now, and April Arcanum, we've already done Around the Hearth as of recording this, and it was a wonderful discussion, including DM Tales and Copper Dragon Games, a couple other YouTubers that you should definitely check out that do RPG content. And enough of my talk. We got some stories to paint after a lot of dice rolls. So I don't know.
I'm not helping you with this.
Unbelievable. The least helpiest episode of BombSquad.
Oh, wait a minute. We want you to help.
All right.
The storiest, the
here
epic
PMiest.
storiest, the what?
Because you said PM. PMs.
The PMiest is what she said.
You said PM.
I'm gonna say the most No, I don't like it.
Stoutest, sportiest,
That's true. Check out bonus content to understand this reference. We are diving into the most stoutiest episode of BombSquad. And love you, Patreon. Love you, locals. We dive back in.
It was like
All right. We're going to paint some pictures based off of all the rolls we did last time. So, unlike usual, we're actually going to rewind back in time a little bit and describe what's going on as you guys have encountered, and then I will unload some information on you guys.
and no items.
Right here.
Now I'm regretting a decision.
I regret this decision. All right, so let me monologue for a second here. As Quinn, Archelon, Ajax, and Brick working together, protecting Half-Maw and Brianna's unconscious bodies. Although Half-Maw always has her eyes open, never blinks, even when something does. She just stares straight forward with no expression on her face. You guys are able to withhold the onslaught, as at first it's just the crossbowmen that were inside the house that you weren't able to take out firing in. You start to hear the sounds of some kind of machinery and some horse hooves and shouting coming towards the mansion from the outside. Of course, all the time in the background is that sound, that alarm sound that's coming out of those bird statues. And slowly, guards with the town, with the Prodi Institute imagery on their tabards start coming in versus the symbol of the house of the Adley house. And so you start seeing this mix. You guys are doing your best Brick is constantly firing with his pistol, always high and above. The mansion is getting decimated as you guys are doing this, and you're making these blockades. It finally comes to the point where Quinn, how does that? Because you did a demoralized instead, right? What's the demoralized kind of look like as it's happening? Like, there's crossbow bolts coming through. You're starting to see a couple shots fired as some of the town guards have some kind of steampunk sort of rifles and pistols. And what's Quinn do for the demoralized?
I got it. Quinn stands behind Archelon and he yells into Archelon, which makes his voice sound huge and big and massive.
Nice.
And he's just yelling, "Hello, my name is Quinn
Oh
Hreinsun,
no.
son of the All-Mother,
Oh no.
brother to the Saint Hero." So it's like the cricket with the megaphone, right?
Yes.
It's just that thing.
That's beautiful.
And Archon's just kind of shaking. I can't believe I'm being used for this.
I'm imagining the guard's like, who is it? I don't know. Who is Quinn?
That's the one where Pimpam's like, the boys are out there doing this for us.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Here. That's beautiful. Okay, so that'll lead right into Brick doing his presence roll. Of what are you saying? Is you guys have now fallen back to your second set of barriers, trying to keep everyone distracted. Maybe you're pushing them to one side of the house as most of the focus is there, and trying to keep them distracted. What's the presence roll for Brick look like?
He will open himself up to possibly take fire,
Nice.
and I'm assuming there's like some gaps somewhere where you can see through, and
Yes. Right.
And Brick would look for anyone who will make eye contact with him and will actually look at him.
Nice.
And
Okay.
he will just say, "Hold your fire. We are not here to hurt you. You don't know what's going on. Stand down. We're not here to fight."
That's awesome. All right, I think I'm going to actually flip it as this is your final stand at this point. I think we should push it to that final barricade. Is that Quinn lets out that roaring that whole time. I think you're doing it multiple times as you're falling back to your final barricade that you've set up. And as you're going back, and then Brick is like rising up above it and letting some shots hit. And of course you're glowing with the shield as it's bouncing off of your shield, just taking those hits. And there's something about you even taking shots, like one goes right to your face, but ricochets off the shield. And you're saying that there's actually a lull in fire. And you see, you guys are totally surrounded. It's you two are the only things in this barricade, this makeshift barricade you've made, are standing between the girls, and there's 20, 30 people piled in that you can see, and you know there's more outside. And you can hear the chugging of some kind of steam engine outside, at least one or two. And you see everyone kind of move back, and there's this lull, this moment, this quiet, where everyone's sitting there, and you guys are like catching your breath and recovering from everything. You both are going to take one level of fatigue each, as you've been pushing high level now.
Okay.
So Quinn will be at his first level, and then Brick's going down.
So that means disadvantage on combat rolls?
No, you're at slowed. So you're disadvantage 1 outside of combat and slowed movement, so half speed.
Okay.
Right now, but it's probably going to be more flavored of like 2 disadvantage on things, because you guys have been giving it your all, and this is part of the reason you chose also to not kill anyone. It has been you have done something heroic in this, and just exhausting this quiet, and then you hear this voice speaking out, and as you hear the voice speak out, you look up and see this Scolari walking in with some kind of scar across his eye, and he's wearing the tabard of the Hreinsun. on his chest.
Would Arkiro recognize him?
Possibly. I think we'll roll learning to see if he's interacted with this person before.
Roll for Archelon.
Yeah, go ahead and roll Archelon, and then he'll say,
What?
what do you got?
He's seen.
Okay, so he can tell that he's from one of the more northern islands. He's not from Avisen specifically, or Felvenari for Archelon's case.
Yep.
So doesn't seem to have been anyone prominent.
Okay.
But middle-aged for a Scolari.
Okay.
So 150 to 200 years old. Darker feathers. Maybe like a crow almost feel to him.
Okay.
And he says, "Stand down, and we can talk of dark magics. Stand down. Who dares call on the name of Umladrin? Who dares use his name? Come face your judgment, and we will see if these words you speak are true."
Why would we talk about dark magic?
We're gonna hop over to the girls before we keep going. Rewinding back, the girls taking that moment together. Aurora is so much going through your mind as you know you need to go to the basement and confused exactly as to what the words Marosha spoke to you. But PimPam's cookie, what's on the cookie, PimPam?
Let's see. It's like a ginger snap.
A ginger snap.
So probably some something, some spicy glazing. Maybe like lots of sparkles. Like maybe it's a little abstract instead of like a real clear image. It's kind of like a spark, like a firecracker went off in the middle of the icing. It's like shooting out like that on the sides.
Beautiful. So with that cookie and some words, you start to look in and get that image. As you gaze through, you see the desire of death everywhere, and you get that focus on that chest. The PimPam grabs your hand, and you two start to dance across the room, never touching the floor, going as best you can. PimPam with that sort of flitting imagination and gracefulness, and Aurora with just this brute jumping and grabbing on and trying to follow PimPam as best you can, hopping, avoiding that luxurious rug in the center. You jump from to that cabinet over to the bookshelves, kind of wall crawling across that, and then jumping onto the desk, making your way to the chest. PimPam has one leg up on the wall and one leg on the chair that goes to the desk, and she starts reaching in, and she imagines her arm going through, and Aurora just sees her arm pass through as if it was liquid, and that's when PimPam feels wet and saliva and juices on her hand and realizes what's going on, but quickly you grab as much as you can and pull your hand out to head for that mirror. Aurora, while she's doing that, is looking through and taking a cue from PimPam. You kind of take a breath, the ice and crystals forming and steam coming out of your mouth as your eyes go white and your hair goes full white, and you just ghost in, and almost, if PimPam looks back, you can see through her. She's like this outline of a ghost. As you pass your hands through the desk and start feeling around, you grab some papers and a book. You feel a book in your hand. You pull those out and start taking them in. PimPam, before you run out of time, you feel that rumbling and the creature stirring. You pull your hand out, jumping over Aurora and the desk as the chest opens its mouth and goes to bite for you. And Aurora, the last thing you see is PimPam go into the mirror.
After drawing a mole.
Oh, I forgot about the mole. That's right. One backflip, a quick mole, and then she dives in like it's water into the mirror. There is now a chomping chest headed towards you, Aurora, in this moment. And PimPam, as you stand in the mirror looking around, you can see everything. You can see Aurora, and she's struggling with the mimic as it's like bouncing around on the floor trying to get her. It can't quite get the height to get up on the desk right now, so Aurora's okay for the moment. As you look around, you look behind you, you don't see the mimic, and you don't see the rug that's in the room. The room looks much more plain, and the picture is actually of an older halfling couple. And you can almost tell the woman in the picture looks like half mom, maybe when she was middle-aged rather than an old woman. And looking around, you catch sight of a small like diary or journal, and naturally quick snag it. And you feel yourself being pushed out of the room in that moment. So we're going to pick up with PimPam being expulged or taken out of the mirror. But yes.
That's sick.
Okay.
As she's flying out. That's sick.
You feel yourself being pulled out as you have that diary in your hand. Let's see. So that means PimPam got this. But that went quite well. Okay. And let's see. You got everything. So we'll give these 3 to Aurora. And then the rest to PimPam. These 2 were inside the chest. Now we're going to give you 2 a moment to figure out how you're going to deal with the chest and the items you found. You can take a minute to look as we jump back to the boys and the role play that's going to happen out there.
Not items. No items.
She's ignoring you. She's ignoring me.
You say we're reading these things, or we're doing the role play now?
I'm gonna jump now to the boys and give you guys a moment. You can kind of read this and think about what you want to do next.
Someone's about to go into death.
Stand down and come out.
You said something about talking about darkness.
You
and
said
evil.
dark
I didn't say anything about
I
that.
said dark magic.
Why did you say dark magic?
I'm referencing like outside the big black things, the magic stuff that.
Oh yeah.
We know that you have the Adleys. Release them.
Can I answer your first question? I'll take that as a yes. You said who would dare speak the name of Hreinsun, but you did. So you dared to speak it.
I am a servant of the White Dragon.
Aren't we all?
Only those who choose. Who claims the title in Hreinsun?
Well, he does. That's a silly question. Next.
You will be purged then. Your choice is made.
Look, I've already come from 1 egg. I don't need... Oh, actually 2. I've come from 2 eggs. I've been purged quite enough, thank you. Look, I said the name Hreinsun.
And who are you? Show your face!
Which one? I'm just kidding. No, look, and I'm gonna get the hit from 𝒔𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂. Again, he's being brash. He's gonna step up. He's gonna be visible.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's there in full on. 𝒔𝒐𝒏𝒄𝒂's not gonna be visible at the moment.
Okay.
Brick's gonna step up with him. Brick wouldn't let him step up by himself.
Okay.
And so he's gonna be there. I have been born of the All-Mother and Hreinsun himself.
Heresy.
Not heresy, prophecy. There's a difference. And if you actually were a servant of Hreinsun, you'd actually know that from the prophecies of old.
You will pay for this. Come now, and
Pay
your
for
pain.
what? You haven't even told me anything I've done wrong. You asked me who I was, and I told you.
You are intruders upon this estate.
No, we are helping the people being attacked from this place. We are not trying to kidnap or hurt the Adleys. We are keeping them safe from you and from the other people attacking us. We have not killed a single person in this building.
That's funny. Because he looks back and a guard comes to him. Then why is there a dead guard outside? And why have several come running to us screaming of some dragon that is coming to terrorize them?
You should ask Adley herself when she comes to. She put them under some kind of spell and had them attack us for no reason.
Do you mean their simple domination? It is part of the contract to work as an estate guard. If the owner of the estate is under attack or life is threatened, they know this. It is part of what they do as their job. Therefore, it means that you are the ones that are attacking them.
Is it possible that the person who is in charge of that said domination can do it willingly and just do it at any time she wants?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we don't have to be attacking her for her to turn it on.
But that means she was threatened.
No, it means that she was angry. It means that she chose to do it herself, and she chose to put that man's harm. We were actually fighting ghouls, evil forces at the time.
Then come. Come and submit yourselves to the authorities now. I will take you.
You are not the authorities of this town.
We represent the Pradi Institute as the major investor in the White Dragon Faith. I am a Hreinsun. I have been sent here by the capital, by the Pradi Institute.
Can you prove
by
that?
The High Seat.
Do you have a warrant?
I do not need to prove anything to you.
Why not?
You are trespassing upon Adley Estate.
No, again, we are protecting the Adleys in this estate.
If you have nothing to fear, then you will come with me.
You just tried to say I was going to be purged for something. Why would I have something
You
to
have
fear?
committed heresy in claiming the title of Hreinsun.
Again, it's prophecy, not heresy.
That is yet to be seen.
Well, again, if you knew the prophecies like you should, then you would actually know what I'm talking about.
I will trust the High Seat to do the interpretation.
What's the High Seat's name?
The High Seat?
That's his name.
I am not allowed to utter it.
Why not?
If I do not serve him, I must be promoted to Commander League of the Hreinsun. You should know this if you are to be an Hreinsun.
No, we could speak the High Seat's name all we wanted.
So you have not heard the latest proclamations?
No, I've been an egg.
I am done with this conversation. Come now willingly, or you will be taken.
Quinn, we cannot go with them.
We haven't had the sign from the girls yet.
What's going on, girls? Let's jump over to them. Thank you.
Don't touch the rug. Rug's bad too. She's probably like laying on her back on the floor as she's been like expelled out from the mirror.
Yes.
So like, yep, don't touch the rug. Rug bad too. And then she's gonna like get up and try and jump on some furniture.
Okay.
Before the thing.
The thing is coming. Everybody roll agility.
By everybody, you mean them.
I'm sorry, the girls. The girls roll agility, yes.
Got it. We'll be fine.
Ooh.
Oh, it actually was. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice. 16 for the monster.
Yeah. I got this. I got this.
I'm just grabbing.
20. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, girls. You've got a moment here. It's chomping at the bit like a dog trying to get up to you, but it doesn't have the vertical for the size of the chest to get up to you. So as long as you're up on the furniture, you're okay for the moment.
It's tenacious.
We got
Yeah, I know. You think it would follow us?
No.
Yeah, like
It can't go
we
through
could-
walls, right? We can.
I can get it through. Maybe I just grab its leg.
I got an idea. She's gonna grab out from her pouch. What is it? It is a black powder grenade from way back
Wow,
with the
that's
goblins.
Arc 1, yeah.
Arc 1, and she's going to pull the pin.
Whoa,
Let's see.
whoa.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to explode it. I wanna. I want it. It's cute if you think about it. It's kind of, you know.
You want that?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted my grenade.
No.
You want that?
No, yeah.
Okay.
It's, you know, it's aggressive and it's probably just hungry. There's a personality in that that it might come along with us.
How do you want to take it with us?
Does 18 hit anyone's guard?
No.
Nope.
So it's literally, it's rolling a disadvantage to try and bite you guys.
How do
I'm
you
gonna
plan
go find things and start feeding it. What's on the desk?
I have something to
I
feed
grab
it.
things on the
There's
desk
quill,
and like,
there's a quill.
okay, all right. I'm gonna drop the quill
Roll your
over.
presents for me, PimPam.
It would be a tale of hate to take the most violent thing in the room and
Yep.
create a baby.
And I think you can invoke. Maybe we can invoke a flaw here. What the phobia is that unvengeful? Neither of those really flavor. I'm spending a legend point on this.
Okay.
Presents, you said?
Yep.
That was bad.
18.
Okay. So you hit its resolve.
Okay, right? So I win.
It'll bite it.
Okay. Look at it. I think it likes us. I think it's coming with us. I'm gonna grab like the inkwell and like pour it. Will it like?
Yeah. Roll perception.
Okay. Yeah, and yeah, that exploded, and okay, 23.
It eats the inkwell. You don't think it's because it wants to bite more, as in like you
Yeah.
or Aurora.
It'll follow us. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think we need to go.
All right. I'm gonna grab like one more item from the desk. Just say when.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm going to drop the thing.
Okay.
When it bites, I'm grabbing it and Aurora and teleporting out.
All right. Because you rolled successfully on both of those, it's willing to follow you.
I know
because
it's willing to follow. It's willing to eat me.
Right. So it's willing to accept your teleport. It has to be willing to get a boon. So I'm down with that. Yeah, it's going where you're going.
Oh Lord.
And I assume we're popping out of the room.
Yeah. How far can I get?
Uh,
just
5 times
to
your
the dining area
attribute
with an
score.
entire army.
If the outside wall is
The outside wall's still blown out, or where are we now?
No, you guys are in the center of the building, basically.
But where are they?
They're just outside because they've pulled back as far back to the final barricade they had
Is
to
it near
protect
where
you.
the wall exploded? Is it open to the
You'd have to
back?
run through a room to get there. So you can travel up to 5 times your attribute score, and if you roll high enough, you don't. Actually, you're fine because of the mind dredge earlier on. So you have a layout of the room, so you know where you're teleporting to in the building.
right. So then I guess we're going to teleport to the boys. That's the plan, right? Because I can't teleport into the basement.
To the boys. Yeah.
Basement would be straight down.
They honestly
So
don't know that's where
theoretically,
we're
you could.
going. I just told you basement.
Down it is.
Okay.
You're going to the basement?
Right? We said we're going to the basement.
I only told you we were going to the basement. I didn't tell the boys.
That's their problem.
Okay.
Okay. Teleporting down to the basement.
Okay.
So
With
you can
the
do a
thing.
cube. So you're at disadvantage 2 to cover everybody.
Can I
And then you have boon focus,
help
which
in
will
any
cancel
way?
out. I think you have disadvantage 3.
Boon focus 2.
Right. Which I think puts you, yeah, at advantage 3, right? So you're at a total of advantage 1 total.
Okay. I'll take it.
Roll.
I have bolster somehow.
Yeah, I'll give you an advantage because Aurora can make herself.
Prescience and presence. Okay.
Well, I was thinking too, you can make yourself insubstantial.
Okay.
So you
I'm
can
helping.
kind of move yourself too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. So it's all. It's one on the big die.
Okay.
Start, but we'll
It'll
add
be
it up.
fine. Don't worry
That's
about it.
great. Yeah. Add it up. Let's see what we got.
Okay. So we got
To move somewhere you can't see, I think that's
Okay. We got 16
16.
in total.
That's not bad, though.
Yeah, but one on the big die.
All right. Let me just double check here. Teleport. We're going to do... Okay, yeah. So you're going to... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Failure, but the story progresses. Because
Okay.
you can't... You got to hit a power level 5 to teleport somewhere you can't physically see right now.
Okay.
With the door open to the office, you can see the boys. There's something about you that doesn't want to be that far away from Quinn. As you guys teleport
Really? Yeah. Okay.
to the boys instead, and the creature attacks as you land. Let's see.
Attacks them or us?
I'm gonna find out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
Brianna.
My imagination is
it
that,
eats half
like,
moth. Leaves.
PimPam's like gonna be like on top of the thing, being like, "Hey, Quinn, check it out! Look what I got."
I think as you're teleporting it, I rolled a 4, so it's Quinn, and it senses your imagination and desire for Quinn as it's
Good.
moved along with you.
We're
Right.
establishing a dialogue of interest
There
and
we go.
intent.
And it rolls a natural 1. So
So
it's gonna crash through the barrier as it tries to attack you and just start biting and eating the barrier, and it's coming through. All the guards are freaking out now. Yes.
So I say exactly that.
Archelon rolled a 31 to destroy it.
Yeah, we'll say you smash it to bits.
Okay.
I am going to activate my flaw.
Okay.
Which is, oh my gosh, I think we're doing vengeful, and so whatever is going on, like
Yeah.
I'm all excited. I'm like, hey Quinn, check it out. Look what I got. Like,
Yeah, because
just like,
Archelon did his flaw of phobia.
okay, that good. We're using our
Okay.
flaws here. So
Legend point.
so
Legend point.
we're just,
Oh, it's coming.
PimPam is just gonna like throw the books down and just like, what did you go and do that for? I dragged this thing all over here. It liked me. It liked you. Why would you just blow it up in the middle of all this?
Brick is just gonna turn and go, the fuss?
And Archelon's gonna go, excuse me, Hreinsun, man, I'll be right back.
No, you'll just stay right there until I'm done with this. You come with me.
That's
come
what I,
with me.
that's what I told him. No.
like,
Pimpam, you can have one of the big things.
I wanted that thing. That thing, the thing that's all over the rug.
You'll have to take it up with Archelon, not me.
Don't tell me to go talk to the sword. I'm talking to you.
I didn't tell you to talk to the sword. I told the sword to talk to you.
Let's not do this now.
Well, I would love to have
freaking-
I would love to have a magic thing that I could talk to and to talk back to me and like we could like vibe. But you know what? It's hard to do that when it splinters.
Indeed. We'll talk about this later.
Let's.
You better
gotta
believe
go,
we're going to
guys.
talk about this
Here's the
later. It's a
thing.
lot of talk.
Okay.
You don't have a chance to go. Yes. What were you going to say? Tell me. Because we had 2 flaws activated.
Sure, indeed. At that moment of the splintering, right, of the shattering, Archelon becomes visible.
Right.
Right.
Yes. Yep.
And at that moment, I wanted Archelon to transform and then appear again as Archero. I wanted to say something as Archero. But if we don't have time,
That's interesting. What are Archelon's perks?
Divine Agent and Courageous. Unless it could be done as from the Whisper of the Wild or Divine Insight from Quinn. If it was Divine Insight, Quinn and Archelon could work together to make it happen.
Right. That's interesting. Okay.
This obviously is an unforeseen moment.
Legend points. If you want to do that, no legend point.
No legend point.
Okay. Legend point, PimPam for the flaw. Okay, and the guards roll terrible on their will roll to handle this. So there's going to be a shower spray of crossbows because this giant sword just appeared out of nowhere and smashed this monster mimic that's eating everything. So that's coming down, and then I'm going to hold this roll off for... Wow, they're rolling not great, though. That's amazing.
I gave you
Yes,
my
it
dice.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so the shower of crossbow bolts actually hit no one's guard. It's just like the spray. It's like they're trying to shoot at Archelon. They're trying to shoot the mimic, and like the mimic bursts through and is just eating all of the barrier and stuff. So everything's going everywhere. People are freaking out and firing off. And the Hreinsun character, though, shouts out, "Enough!" And you see the symbol on his chest glow for a second, and he spreads his rings out full, which is like, 12-foot wingspan. And he just shouts, and there's this energy you feel on everyone as you feel this heavy laden weight as everyone is struck with a mobile with a 23 against your toughness. You will come with us. That will be the moment where Archero comes bursting through. So those perks will be spent as well.
Yeah.
And then no legend point. Because I think this is really cool, though.
You see Archero burst forth his full wingspan, which is bigger than the Hreinsun. But it doesn't happen necessarily all at once. It's the slow reveal. The crystal starts to transform. The crystal starts to move. I mean, Quinn is being held down. Everybody else is being held down, right?
Yep.
And the sword comes and smashes. It stands an end, and as the sword starts to glow, and all of a sudden you definitely start to see it to change. You hear for you guys an unmistakable voice, right? By these signs shall I be known. By these signs to me shall I be shown. When the Vani sheds one fiery tear that touches the tip of Stanya my spear, and Botha shameless grasps Hreinsun's hand, then shall a single gem of Ivdelsen land, and pierce my shell's impervious hide. Shimmering back the light of the moon, it is then declared by the hand of doom, thou art Archero 𝒔𝒐𝒏𝒔𝒐, fledgling of fate and destiny's own. Thou art Archero born once again to rise and rise, till all does end. Thou art. And he's staring right at Hreinsun. I am the Archero.
Or your presence. Advantage. 2 advantage because you were spending it on Quinn's as well. He's gonna defend against.
I'm gonna roll a legend point for that.
Ooh, all right. What are we at? 7? We're like 1 away.
6.
6. Okay.
There might have been one that wasn't thrown in.
I think I did not throw in one. For
Yeah, I
mine.
think there's 7. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought it was 7. He did not roll high enough to beat his resolve.
32.
As if I'm surprised. Okay.
The legend point definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's gonna step back, and all the guards. That actually settles everyone down a little bit as the guards are looking around. Do you say anything after that, or is there this still?
You say who claims the name? I do. And this is my brother. This is my kin. And therefore he claims the name too.
False image heresy. They are destroying. He's going to start backing away and let the guards get them, take them. They are false evil heresy. They are taking the name of Hreinsun in vain.
Can I use my resilient to get out of the vein?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You got to resist it, but you have advantage from resilient.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, roll for it.
Resisting with will, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I do my Tele heart?
You can do the heart. Absolutely. Yeah. PimPam, you feel a weight where you can't move.
I'm
And
gonna
are being
activate
held
phobia.
down. Yeah.
Because
And I was thinking to match with the heart too.
yeah, so
Go
like
for it.
Last one, yay!
No,
Oh,
that's-
flaw.
no, I'm
That's
flaw.
flaw.
I'm actually
Get a legend
flaw.
point. So PimPam's not gonna shake immobile. She's gonna be
Okay.
stuck in it.
I got 21.
Ken,
Embracing the fear.
I don't know if this is possible. Quinn sees PimPam's fear and knows that it is partially his fault. Can he ask his mom to spare her from that? So Quinn takes it instead.
Oh, interesting. Sure. I'm down for that. That's cool. So Quinn and it'll be Quinn and Archelon are stuck immobilized. You can still
That's-
talk and everything, but you're both
that's fine.
immobilized.
What impression does PimPam get of that happening?
Yeah.
Feel the
She's
flowers.
terrifying.
No,
and
feel
then
the flowers. All of a sudden, you're transported. You're poofed. Feel the flowers. Like that's the image that you get, the imagery, and you see Quinn's mom, and it's just an image in your head. It's just you feel peace. Smell the lavender. Feel the sun. You're not in the place that you just were. You're not being weighed down. You're being lifted up, if anything else.
Let's steal a little from Lord of the Rings with Galadriel picking Fro up when he's
Nice.
down, the light of Galadriel. So you get an image of the Morning Glory. Her classic visage is this long golden hair that's almost like straw, and there's flowers growing out through it, and she's very tall, humanoid, but her face almost makes you think of a fox or a deer at the same time. Like the nose is just squished and everything, but the eyes are very strange. They're just deep animal eyes. And she reaches out this hand that's kind of covered in a fur a little bit and reaches for your hand.
yeah, PimPam will reach out and take it and get the.
As you stand up in the image, you feel that weight that's holding you down lifted off.
Can she have a flower in her hand?
That's cool. Absolutely. All right. And this has been another fantastical episode of BombSquad because we got to keep this one short.
Yeah.
An Avenue Studios production. Thank you so much for joining the adventure. Do give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. If you are listening on podcast, do give our podcast a review as it helps spread the word. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Doing so will not only help us continue to create high-quality content, but you'll gain access to bonus content and our exclusive Discord where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and so much more. And now you can join in on our live streams as well as we do raffles for our monthly collaboration with Interplanar Crossroads for our supporters to join in on those live stream games at the end of the month. So join us if you're interested, and we would love to see you there. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use. And thank you so very much for joining the adventure. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.